Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading today for whoever needs it. We'll take a look and see what Spirit needs you to know at this time. I do not have any particular questions in mind, so I'm just going to allow the cards to communicate whatever needs to come through here today, guys. General, as always, Capricorn, it will not resonate with every single person, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in a personal private reading at this time, I am fully booked for the entire month of August. I'm already booking up for September. I believe I'm booked currently through the 10th. That's adjusted daily, however way we need to adjust it on the website to let everybody know how I'm available. So if you visit my website and find that I'm booked later than the 10th, that's because I've got other bookings that came through. All right, guys, so all of that info, as I mentioned, is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the card decks that you see here today, Capricorn. So let's dive right into this, guys, for your bonus reading. We're going to start off with 3 card decks for the focus messages. All 3 of these created by some amazing soul sisters. The first is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. This is the Divine Awakening of the Soul Oracle. This is the Truth Rising deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And the third is a Divine Perspective for Soul Connections by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's get started, guys, and let's take a look and see the direction that this is going to go. All right, so let's start with this deck here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Capricorn, for this bonus reading, for whoever needs it. And I forgot my little contraption that holds my cards up. Hold on, let me just grab it in my desk here super quick. This thing actually helps a lot. All right. Let's grab a card. Guided to this one here. Okay, so somebody's going through that dark night of the soul. So either yourself, Capricorn, or the person that you're focused on for this reading. Dark night of the soul, somebody could be really depressed at this time, feeling very anxious, just in a very dark place overall. So if that's something that you resonate with for yourself, Capricorn, we will dig a little bit deeper to see what we can do to get you out of that dark night of the soul. But again, this could be for some of you the person that you're thinking about for this reading. All right, what is your second, what is your second message? All right, I'm actually guided to this card. Can't trust them. Wow. So we've got somebody going through this dark night of the soul, and then we've got this energy that either yourself, Capricorn, or your person, there are some trust issues that are presenting itself here. This card is really slippery. There we go. Let's put that right there. There's trust issues going on here. So we're going to have to pull some additional cards, of course, to see what these trust issues are. So either they can't trust you, Capricorn, or you can't trust them. All right, let's grab a card from our last deck here, this cute little deck here. Let's grab this message. Abrupt ending. Look at that. Something could have ended abruptly because of trust issues. That's what's coming through so far. And maybe that's why someone's in this dark energy, that dark night of the soul, especially if either they ended it super quickly or just abruptly, Capricorn, or you did. And the reason why it came to an abrupt ending is because they either couldn't trust you or you couldn't trust them. It goes both ways. So however way that's presenting itself here for you. All right, let's start with the Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's continue. Let's build the layers of this story here, Capricorn. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for whoever needs it. What else does Spirit need you to know for this reading? Ascending. Okay, so that's a good thing, especially for those of you who are going through that dark night of soul. this ascending energy is getting you out of that darkness. This, for me, in this particular card, it's got that energy of the sun, which is illumination. Okay, so whatever's in the dark here, when it comes to this situation, your person, yourself, Capricorn, it's going to eventually be enlightened, I feel, with the energy of the sun here. Clearly right now you guys are in separation. You're not together. You know, I'm not surprised to see that, considering we have this abrupt ending that's right there. Someone's heart is broken here. Part of the reason why we have this separation might have to do with this karmic partner. Third-party situations for some of you guys. This is crazy. Look at this. Another Dark Night of the Soul card. But it's interesting how in this particular deck it says Dark Knight, as in knight in shining armor type knight. And right here it says Dark Night of the Soul. But pretty much the same message. You know, somebody's depressed, somebody's in a dark place, going through some pretty heavy stuff here. It could be my masculines, you know, both of these cards have male figures in the image here. So it could be my male masculines who are going through this Dark Night of the Soul because they might have gotten themselves entangled with karmic partners and or third-party situations. And it could be my feminines who are coming through with this message. It's like, I can't trust you. You know, you can't trust them. That could be what's going on here. What else, please, for Capricorn? We've got this bound energy. This is my Devil card in traditional tarot. So that's Capricorn right there. That's your own energy, Capricorn. So it could be you, if you resonate with this, of course, who are going through this Dark Night of the Soul. Wow. So the Devil card is bondage. It's restriction. It's feeling bound to something, feeling trapped. Trapped in a karmic partnership for some of you. There are those of you too who are dealing with addictions. That's part of the interpretation of the Devil card. It's addictions, it's stagnation, it's bondage, restriction, and even obsession. But look at this. We've got abandoned, okay? I'm not surprised to see that. Abrupt ending, separation, abandoned, somebody bailed, okay? Somebody left this relationship. And they left it fast. And now we have a barrier here. We have got some sort of blockage here between you and your person. You guys have been through something pretty heavy here. And I feel it's my masculines who are really feeling it. Possibly still bound to the feminine regardless of separation. And the reason for the separation has to do with this karmic partnership or a third-party situation. That's why we've got this barrier, this blockage. The feminine could have blocked the masculine, literally locked him out of her life. I'm saying him and her for masculine, feminine, but, you know, take it for how, of course, it resonates in your situation. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else we've got going on. If I can find my deck. Sorry, guys. I don't know which one I want to use. Okay, we'll pull from here. That's the trouble with having way too many choices, too many card decks to choose from. This is the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension deck. And as always, you do not have to identify with the twin flame connection. Unless, of course, you do. Let's see what else is going on here, Capricorn. Let's see if we can get rid of that barrier. We do have reflection here. So during this time of separation, you really both have a lot of time to think about what's happened here. Time for reflection. We've got tragedy here. Falling right below separation. Maybe that's how you feel. Or that's how they feel, that this was just a tragic event that happened between the two of you that perhaps could have been totally avoided. But we do have a reconciliation here. Look at this. Followed by beginnings and divine timing. Okay? So even though someone's going through this dark night of the soul, even though someone's abandoned this connection, we've got a barrier that's up here. Clearly, you guys are not together. We have an abrupt ending. There are trust issues. Divine timing is at play here. There might just be the opportunity to start over here and bring you guys back together. Certainly after this karmic partner has either been removed from the situation or healing has occurred. This broken heart has been healed. This has not been easy for either of you. We've got weep here falling right below abandoned. So when somebody left, I mean, there were lots of tears that were shed here, I feel. Betrayals, deception, karmics, third parties, trust issues, all of it played a part in the demise of this relationship. Let's grab one more card here. But divine timing might just be able to fix all this, Capricorn. And a divine intervention. Look at that. You might just need a miracle to fix this, and life might just give you this divine intervention that's so needed here. And as I mentioned, you know, with this bound card, that devil energy, which again is your own energy, Capricorn. And I mentioned addictions. You know, some of you guys might literally need that intervention to address your addictions. That is, if that's something that you're dealing with, of course. It's not for everyone. But this is a reversible situation. It can be fixed. It can. If two people are able to put in the effort towards this connection, towards the reconciliation, it's a fixable situation here, guys. Might just be able to fix this. All right, so let's add some tarot. This is the Palette deck by Sal Biadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. What else do we need to know here? We've got the Strength card in the reverse. Okay. Which is picking up off of Leo. Some of you guys might be thinking about a Leo here, but it's coming up in the reverse. That's how we're going to have to read that. So the Strength card in the reverse is all about self-doubt and feeling weak and insecure. That's understandable considering this dark night of the soul energy. For those of you going through that and relate to it, we've got two dark night of the soul cards coming through in this reading. So of course you're not feeling strong. Of course you're doubting yourself. Of course you're feeling insecure. You're feeling anxious. You're feeling depressed. It's heavy stuff. Judgment. Judgment Day is here. Day of reckoning, awakening, reflection. Isn't that interesting? Because that's already here. And this Judgment card is reaffirming that. So, the Judgment card is a resurrection. It's a renewal. It's a transformation. It's a wake-up call. So in this equation here, Capricorn, who is getting this wake-up call? Is it you? Is it your person? Is it both of you? It's time to face the truth of what's really happening here, you know? And if you guys can face that truth, whatever it is, then you can start fixing what the problem is. You can start working towards removing this barrier that's possibly preventing the two of you from coming together at this time. But remember, it's reversible, okay? There's a potential to start over in time, divine timing. The Judgment card is about somebody who wants forgiveness. The Judgment card is about somebody who is wanting this, wanting a reconciliation. You both have to be honest about what it is that you're wanting. But definitely it's time to close the door to this situation and all the drama and open up a brand new door, you know? It's time to open up the door. Get rid of that barrier. Bury the past. Start over. Start fresh. A new beginning. It's right here. Clearly, you guys had a painful ending. 10 of Swords. Look at that. Painful as hell. Separation, broken hearts, abrupt ending. Right there. Very painful. 10 of Swords could be a betrayal. There's emotional wounding wrapped up in all this, and maybe that's why this person is in that dark night of the soul, or you both might be. Since we've got 2 dark night of the soul cards here, you both might be in that energy. You both might be dealing with that energy. You're both in a dark place. You're both feeling bound. Some of you guys might be focused on an air sign as well. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Death card. Scorpio for some of you. So it's interesting how this death card is falling right below beginnings, because the death card is all about things that need to come to an end in order to get to that new beginning. So the way things were going before Capricorn, something needed to shift and change. You guys, you're not going to be able to keep going the way you were going. So it might actually be a blessing that you guys are not together right now. It's time to move on. What's happened is in the past. It's time to move on. It's time to bring about this transformation that this death card is offering, Capricorn. Let the old die. It's done. And when it comes to you, your life, yourself, your journey, your love life, life in general, Capricorn, you can rise above. You know, the death card is known to be the card that'll allow you to rise above like the phoenix and come back to life. Bring yourself back to life. But you got to be honest about how to go about doing that. Look at this. We've got the 7 of Swords, more air. So, 7 of Swords, deception, betrayal. That's what contributed to all this. Because remember, there's trust issues coming through here. So I'm not surprised to see that, because that's a part of the problem. But we have the Six of Swords also. This is a transition. This is leaving all this drama behind and moving on. Whatever created that abrupt ending, whatever brought you guys to this painful ending of the Ten of Swords, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. We've got the Five of Coins. That's Pentacles. That's your own energy, Capricorn. It's falling right below barrier and divine intervention. So I have a feeling here your person left you out in the cold here. Left you feeling very insecure. Might have also tapped you out financially, if that applies. But look at this. We've got the Knight of Cups coming in. Water energy for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've already got Scorpio coming through with that Death card. So the Knight of Cups is someone who follows their heart. Very romantic person. You know, it is right next to reversible. So I have a feeling, especially for my masculines, I feel my masculines are now ready to put in the effort towards the feminine, to be more romantic and more affectionate and more loving. If that's what was missing before, you know, perhaps that's what's going to help reverse the damage that was caused in this relationship. But, you know, there is certainly the opportunity to rise above these challenges, to move on, to transform, and to fix this situation. You guys have been through something difficult, but it's fixable. It's reversible. That we do know. Okay, so let's add to this with the romance angels. What else? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for this bonus reading. For whoever needs it. Let's see what else Spirit needs you to know right now. Codependency. I was just mentioning addictions with that Devil card. And this divine intervention, that intervention that's needed for some of you. See? Addictions. Somebody's got addictive behavior here. And it's what created this abrupt ending. Somebody couldn't handle it anymore. They abandoned ship. They literally abandoned this connection. And whoever has addictive issues here, addictions, maybe they were lying to their person, and so that's why this message is coming through. Can't trust them. You can't trust what you're being told. Maybe they couldn't trust you, Capricorn, or you couldn't trust them. I'm not surprised to see red flags coming through here, because that needs to be addressed first, you know? We've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You need to decide, Capricorn, what is it that you want? And once you make a solid decision as to what it is that you want, the universe will then know what it is that it needs to deliver to you. If you're unclear, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Clearly, the two of you have chemistry. But that chemistry is not enough to sustain a relationship if there's issues, obstacles, challenges that are not being addressed. We've got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I'm not surprised to see that, considering we've got the Five of Coins right here. This is poverty. This is insecurity right here. Scarcity. Not having enough. So someone's struggling financially here. Could be you, Capricorn. Could be both of you. So I'm also not surprised to see this. Release your ex, okay? You guys have already, I feel, released each other. That's why there was that abrupt ending. That's why it was so painful. Because more than likely you have released each other. And for some of you, there might be an ex that's causing drama for this connection. Okay, that doesn't apply to everybody, but it's a possibility. All right, I wanted to grab some dialogue for the masculine and the feminine, so I'm going to be using my Thinking Man Oracle deck. This is volume 2. So starting with the masculine, let's go ahead and see what the masculine wants to say to the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. For this bonus reading, what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? Look at that. It's the end of the road for us. No regrets. So for some of you guys, it's the end. And that's why it's coming through here, release your ex, because there's no turning back for some of you. Or that's how they're feeling, you know, based off of what's coming through here. When someone's in that dark night of the soul energy, when you're depressed, you tend to take things to the extreme by way of your thinking. And the masculine could certainly feel like there's no turning back. You know, it's the end. But possibly that's not the case, because it is reversible and there is this card of divine intervention. So the situation might just get a miracle here. So my masculines not even realizing that this is a fixable, reversible situation. But they have no regrets, perhaps, over the fact that you guys came together, you fell in love, you had this connection. Look at this, guys. This is the other card that came forward. I'm dealing with inner demons that are overwhelming me right now. I cannot be the person you need me to be. I'm sorry. You see? Dark night of the soul. Bound. Devil energy. Wow. That is crazy that that's presenting itself here. So let's now grab some messages from the feminine here. Let me grab some messages. This is my Woman's Intuition Oracle. So let's grab some messages from the Divine Feminine here. What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? Feminine, what do you want to say to the masculine? The magnetic pull between us is so strong. I feel you even when you're not with me. So my feminines definitely still feeling so incredibly drawn to the masculine. The next card, be mine forever and a day. So this feminine still wants this masculine, but the masculine, I feel, is just not ready to come towards the feminine the way he needs to be available for her. Wow. That's why it comes down to timing, guys. It comes down to timing. It really does. All right. So I wanted to grab some additional insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn. But definitely my masculines have inner demons that they're dealing with. That's why we've got that dark night of the soul energy presenting itself here. But since we have two of them, I really feel both feminine and masculine are dealing with some issues. and really need healing. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Capricorn. For Capricorn. I've been hurt so many times by people, by love, by hopes and dreams that never came to be. I could stay where I'm comfortable, confined within my own walls, so I'll never hurt again, or I can hand it over to a higher power, to the universe, to guide me to my next chapter. Baby steps. Holy crap. First of all, guys, for those of you who are dealing with addictions, you know, especially alcoholism, if that applies, you know, that 12-step program, or however way this represents this, especially for those of you dealing with addictions. And I know that that's very specific, but I really feel somebody needed to hear that. And just generally speaking, you know, when it comes to healing, after having gone through something so painful with somebody, it really does take baby steps to get out of your comfort zone to live again, whether that culminates in a reconciliation or whether that just takes you to the next chapter of your life. Because you have a new beginning here. It's up to you, Capricorn, what you do with this new beginning. But remember, you can't rush it. Divine timing is at play here, okay? Damn, okay. Let's grab one more. One more card, please, for Capricorn. Protection. Oh, sorry. That's so crazy. I was reading the bottom of the deck. I'm going to have to pull that now since I was looking at it. I don't know why I was looking at that. This says flawless, okay? Out of the billions of people on this planet, my journey led me to you. I've never known such happiness, pleasure, contentment, and joy. We fit together so perfectly that I can't imagine a day of my life without you in it. And yet here you guys are in separation. And that's why it hurts so damn much. And that's why you're both in this dark night of the soul. And then I don't know why I was guided to look at this. It says protection. Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not so good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them, someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. And the thing is, that someone might be this person for some of you. It's just that somewhere along the line, things fell apart. But there can be ascension again for some of you. There are those who have reached the end of the road when it comes to this journey. But for the majority, I really feel here that there's a chance to bring it back together. There's a new beginning here that's possible. It's totally possible, Capricorn. All right. And as I've done with all the other signs thus far, we're going to close this out with some songs from my Heart Songs deck. And if you're not familiar with the song, Capricorn, you can certainly see if the lyrics resonate with you. Angels and spirit guides for this bonus reading. Let's close this out with some songs. What are the songs that need to come through here? We've got Crazy for You by Madonna. Touch me once and you'll know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. You'll feel it in my kiss. And part of that reconciliation is wanting to start over and have a new beginning, a new chapter at love with each other. And this could also be taking you back to those intimate moments that you've shared with your person. The next song Vision of Love by Carrie. I've realized a dream and I visualized the love that came to be. Feel so alive. I'm so thankful that I've received the answer that heaven has sent down to me. So you could still see this person as somebody that has made your dream come true. They bring you to life, make you feel alive. Literally, that vision of love, that's how perhaps you see them. This can be revived if you guys are able to put in the effort to make it happen. Let's grab one more song here. One more song for this reading, please, angels and spirit guides for Capricorn. Stone Cold by Demi Lovato. God knows I tried to feel happy for you. Know that I am, even if I can't understand. I'll take the pain. Give me the truth. Me and my heart will make it through. If happy is her, I'm happy for you. Okay, so this is for those of you who might have already moved on to another person. And this is a female feminine addressing a male masculine here. You know, if happy is her, I'm happy for you. But at the end of the day, you know, clearly that's not really how she's feeling in her heart. It's tearing her apart, you know, it's breaking her heart. And this her, for some of you, could be a karmic partner, a third party situation. So quite a few scenarios, guys, coming through here. Yes, there's a chance for a reconciliation. Yes, this is a reversible situation for some of you. But for others, it is the end of the road. And it's time to work on yourself and get yourself out of this dark night of the soul energy. And that's simply going to take time. That's something you can't rush through. There's healing that needs to happen here. Clearly, for sure, that needs to happen first, so that you guys can move forward either together or individually. And for those who are dealing with addictions, that's presented itself here several times, and first and foremost, that needs to be addressed. But yeah, a new beginning. It's being offered here for you, Capricorn. So take advantage of that fresh start that you're being offered and create change and movement for the better in your life, either your love life or some other aspect of your life where you really need to pay attention to what's happening there. It's reversible, okay? You can fix it. So perhaps let today be day one. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of this resonated with you, that it helped you out and offered you some advice that you could use at this time. All right, guys, so that's it for now. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Take care.